This is Second Esdras 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, we want to open up, give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad, doing this work in truth and in sincerity, teaching the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and prophesying against Mount Seir, which today is known as America, in the Bible known as Mystery Babylon the Great. All right, and today we're going to go into this trailer. I got it right here. You know, I'm going to make it big, and we're going to go into this new trailer for this movie called Civil War that's about to come out. And we just recently saw the movie. Brothers have saw it. We're going to touch on it, Lord willing, tomorrow at camp.
Leave the world behind.
Yep, Leave the World Behind. All right, this movie, Leave the World Behind, which was a cyber attack that took place that ultimately led to a civil war. All right, so you got civil war in the air recently, all right? And there is civil wars coming to the land of America, man. All right, the Lord is going to bring civil war to this place. Grab Luke 1 and 70 real quick, because the Lord is speaking right now, and the Lord is speaking through the prophets, man. All right, starting with our head elders and apostles of the great millstone on down to the all the brothers that are speaking the same doctrine. We're telling you there's going to be a civil war. And starting with our head elders, they've been telling you that a civil war is coming to America. All right, hey, everything that we tell you, the elders and apostles, been told you, man. Right. That there's going to be FEMA camps in America. That there's going to be civil war, civil unrest, destruction, death, plagues, famines. All right, the Lord is speaking through men. Go ahead, Ak.
Luke 1 and 70. "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began."
Yeah, so the Lord is speaking through the prophets right now as we speak, and we're telling you that there's going to be civil war in America, man. That movie, Leave the World Behind, it show you a lot of, that was really just a documentary on what's really about to take place, man. What's about to take place is civil unrest. It's going to be power outages, attack on the power grid, famine, you know, because when that happens, there's going to be no more food in the stores. These people are going to lose it, man. All right, so what's been in the air a lot lately is civil war, man. And that's what's coming to America. There's going to be civil war in America. Now, let me go ahead and play this trailer.
Before you start the trailer, hey, like the brother was saying, a lot of civil war, you know, speaking is coming into the light, because now you got Joe Biden talking about getting impeached. And now we're entering into the year coming up, 2024, the election year, you know, and hey, Trump is going to go back into that election, man.
Right.
He's going to try to run for that election, man. And all hell is going to break loose, bro.
Right.
Lord willing, that all hell break loose 2024 going, 2025, or maybe this year coming up, because a lot of shit's happening. Hey, especially with the election year, people not fucking with Joe Biden. Hey, people love Donald Trump, man.
Right.
And you know, hey, people gonna choose sides even though they come from the same bird, you know, but hey, a lot of hell's about to rise up. That's why sedition is gonna be happening, civil unrest. You know, I'm with Trump. No, I'm with Biden. You know, and cyber attack. Hey, all these other foreign countries are not messing with America because of how Biden is moving. See, Donald Trump is gonna try to, they tell you save America, make America great again, but that's not gonna happen, man.
Right, right. Hey, and you know the wicked elite, they speak in subliminal messages through these movies, man. Predictive programming. You know, they putting their plans in these movies, and people are oblivious, man. And what's been happening a lot of these movies, they talking about civil war. Another thing about the 2024 election year, they had that movie Purge election year. So, I mean, we'll see, you know, at the end of the day. We're going to see. But no matter what, civil unrest is taking place, because we know that according to the scriptures. It's not about when, or it's not about how, it's about when. You know, that's what all that matters is when it's going to take place. And the Lord knows everything's on the Lord's time. All right, so this is the trailer for the movie Civil War. I'm going to go ahead and play it. and we'll touch upon it. You know, this day, how coincidentally this is coming out right after Leave the World Behind.
The United States Army ramps up activity. The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The future president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you
And real quick, Salakia, fair use, fair use, fair use.
try anything.
I guess aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America.
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. Look, we're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
Now I want to play this real quick, right in the beginning. All right, that's what I want to see. Go to Second Esdras,
15 or 16?
15, and just find let's see. And this is all good, man. Yeah, get
Like as before.
get started at verse 11. All right, so we're gonna touch on this scene right here. As you see, all the cars broken down. You know, and they show you that also in the movie Leave the World Behind. You know, the interstates were all packed with cars, empty cars. And like the scriptures say, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, man. All right, but go ahead.
You want me to start? You want me to get it from that point?
Wherever you feel.
This is Second Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand, and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof."
Yeah, and this Egypt is the modern Egypt, which is America. So the Lord is promising, and he's telling us that there is going to be plagues coming to this place, man, known as America. And one of those plagues is going to be civil war, civil unrest, destruction, all right? The sword against his neighbor. And they show you that also in that movie, Leave the World Behind. That guy's neighbor was looking at him like a damn stranger when that civil unrest took place. Every man for himself.
You're right. It's not going to be any trust in the time we're entering into. And the elder apostles been saying that lately as well. You know, hey, in that time, you're not going to be able to trust nobody, really. You know, you got to depend on the Lord and really the brotherhood, you know. That's what the elders and apostles have been saying lately. And reading on verse 13, it says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Yeah, woe to the world. All right? Woe means death and destruction, plagues that's coming to this world, man. All right? And civil war has been in the air, and civil war is coming to America. I mean, America is split directly down the middle. And Yahweh Shai even said out of his own mouth, he said, any kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. And what we're seeing is the fall of the Roman Empire all over again. Because this is, America is nothing but the second leg of the Roman Empire. This is Rome all over again. And we're seeing the fall of Rome happening before our very eyes, all right? The second leg. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, one people shall stand up and fight against another, swords in their hands. Civil war, all right? The Lord is going to put a spirit out here, man. The spirit of death, the spirit of even these Edomites. I mean, you got Edomite Republicans, you got Edomite Democrats, and it's completely divided. Even for this impeachment that was passed by the House, every single Republican, they voted for it, but every single Democrat, they voted against it. So it's completely divided. America is divided, split down the middle concerning this political party, which is all nonsense anyway, because these guys are just puppets for the elite. All right, the elites are the one that really want to bring a total chaos, destruction, order out of chaos. All right.
Right, and in the trailer that we just played, you see the little military guy. He asks you, "What kind of American are you?"
Right.
Because hey, there's gonna be domestic American, domestic terrorism,
right,
going on in the country.
Right. Are you right wing or are you left wing? What kind of? At that point, it doesn't. See, being American ain't gonna cut it when it's a complete civil war. They want to know what kind of American are you? Are you on the right wing or are you the left wing? And really, we ain't for either. We for the Lord. That's who we for. We for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But go ahead,
verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Right.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
Yeah, so because people aren't going to be worried about the police officers or the judges, because it's going to be anarchy, a lawless society. All the Constitution's going to be suspended. There's going to be martial law in play. You're going to have the military troops like you saw in the video. And they even, one of the characters in this movie has said, do you feel bad for calling an airstrike on the American people? So the American military is going to be set against the American people. All right, you're going to have the military that's going to be out here in the streets, man. And they're going to be, if you're not in order with them, they'll just gun you down, whether you American or not. That's why the guy said, what kind of American are you?
Right.
And now he was in what? Military apparel.
Right.
So he was ready to gun you down. He didn't care if you was American. All right. So these times we coming into is going to be completely civil unrest, lawlessness. No more police officers. People ain't going to care about 911. 911 going to go to dial tone. All right.
Right. And even in this trailer, you see how they bombarded Washington, D.C., which is a city-state, okay, for the military state. Hey, but they went to Washington, D.C., and guess what? They took down the Capitol, the White House. They did all that shit, man. You see how people, and they show you that back in what, 2021? They bombarded the Capitol, that was all a stage, really. But hey, now it's gonna be enhanced, man. You see it now. They fenced the Capitol. They fenced the White House. People gonna be fucking bombarding that, man. They not gonna care about the government, man. Cause hey, that's why the scripture tells you, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Okay.
Absolutely.
Because guess what? They're gonna be in the fucking confusion, man. And that's how the elites are gonna establish order, man. Because when it's all out chaos, like we're seeing in Leave the World Behind, and this trailer, and hey, many other different movies, you see nothing but chaos and destruction and fire and and people, military coming down with missiles and etc. But see, that's how the elites want it. They want you to fight against each other. Even Leave the World Behind, he said that
there's 3 stages.
There's 3 stages.
This first stage was to bring the disaster, which was the cyber attack. The second stage was to bring a false narrative to confuse the American people and have them look at each other like enemies. and then the third stage was all out civil war.
Right.
Because then by the third stage, people already looking at each other. You can't trust your neighbor anymore.
Right.
Because they done put a false narrative out there. And they have you believing all this nonsense and shit. So you looking at your neighbor like an enemy. And the scriptures still go into that, man.
Right. And the elites, that's in that movie, that's what they told you. They're like, yeah, we're at the point where we want them to destroy each other. You know? And that's how the elites gonna establish order, bro.
Yeah.
They bring out that C-hip.
Yep. Hey, and this is the guy right here on the screen. Military suit. And he said, I mean, what kind of American are you?
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if you're American. What kind are you at that point? Because it's going to be a civil war, man. This is what's coming to this place. All right? Look, they're going to have FEMA camps. All right? But let's go. Let's keep reading, man. All right? And I'm going to make this small. Pretty much got that.
Verse 17.
Put it right here.
It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, which was like the first
Scene.
Yeah, the first scene. All those cars were broken down. And the good scene with the Teslas and the movie Leave the World Behind. And the whole thing, whatever highway that was, or interstate, completely packed. You couldn't go nowhere. Even in that movie, they were trying to leave the house that they were at and leave the world behind. They were at this house, and they were trying to leave to go into the city to find medicine, which the woman was stupid for even trying to think of that, you know, during that time. But as they went, and they couldn't even get nowhere. So like, that's what's going to happen. A man shall desire to go into the city. You're not going to be able to. All right? And that movie, Leave the World Behind, they're pretty much showing you a suburb point of view. They didn't show you what was going on in the cities. And the city is going to be chaos. There's going to be all-out anarchy in the cities, man. All right?
They show you more of outskirts.
Right.
People that live in the outskirts, in the mountains and far away. People that have to go to the city to get food and water. People that live out there. You know, because people that live outside the city, they got to go to the city for food and water. And guess what? You're gonna be fucking eating each other, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I also want to say too, and they show you that in I Am Legend. You know, with Will Smith, when everybody got to get checkpoint in the military. Hey, you should desire to go onto the other side of the city, but you can't. You're not gonna be able because military is right there checkpointing you, seeing if you're good or not.
Hey, now this is the reality of Leave the World Behind, and that point of view concerning the suburbs and the mountains and stuff. This is what's really going to happen. All right. 2 Ezra 15 and 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Right. It's going to be cannibalism. They're going to end up killing each other, eating each other, man. All right. If they don't get the food, like the guy went to the neighbor to get the medicine, and they were ready. He was ready to blow their head off with that shotgun, man. All right. But in reality, all these, especially these rich Edomites, they're not really ready for what's about to take place, man. They got these houses. They don't got things prepared. They're not prepared. And then the ones that do have bunkers, like the at the end of the movie, the little girl ended up finding a bunker. Where were the people at that owned the bunker? They were probably stuck in the city. They probably worked in the city. Right. It hit in the city and you stuck there.
Or stuck in the highway.
So you built up this bunker, you know, you don't even get to go to it, man. All right? So, and really, the bunkers are for who?
The elect.
The elect, the hopeful elect. Whoever the elect is, the Lord's going to guide you and lead you. You're going to have abundance, like the scriptures say, man. But civil war is coming to this place, man. Hey, shalom to the brothers and sisters tuning in, man. Go ahead.
If you start at verse 57, is
yeah, you can break it down. This is 2 Ezra 15. In verse 57, thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field.
Right, man. So, kids are gonna be dying. It's gonna be a whole bunch of kids dying because, the weak is gonna die first, man. The old, the children, and guess what? Women gonna be folding up because they care about their children. You know. And that's when, the MOTB comes, they're going to be folding up. You know what I'm saying? They're going to
or they gonna eat their children. That's
Right.
even one of the curses in Deuteronomy 28, that she shall eat her own seed, her own children, man. That's what's gonna be happening. These women, man, you got little babies, man. The Lord put the spirit on you to eat that child, man. And that's a curse, all right? And that's, hey, we coming into a time like never before, man. And in this time, we have confidence that the Lord is going to be with us, man. We believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be with us. Humbly speaking, we hope. That's what we're hoping for. That's the only reason, that's the only way we're going to be able to make it, is if we have Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If you don't have the Lord, you're not going to make it. You're fucked, all right? You're through, all right?
I got scripture to back you up. This is Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for wants of the fruit of the field.
Yeah, so they that be slain with the sword, the modern day sword is the gun, is better than dying by famine, starving to death. Because with the sword, you know, you get a shot to the dome, or you get, you know, you bleed out, you die. Hunger, bro, you starving. Your body starts eating itself away. You start hallucinating, you know. That you ever had them hunger pains? Even when you go on a fast, you might go on a fast 1 or 2 days, you start getting them hunger pains. Your stomach start growling. Right. But imagine that, but you cannot sustain that feeling. You just got to live with it until the point you pine away and you dead.
Yeah, people gonna be scavenging for food and water. Hey man, people are not gonna trust you, man. And that's why, and if I could grab it real quick, in 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So you see, people are not going to be trusting each other. And you watch Leave the World Behind. Hey, you see how the Jake, he whipped out the strap on the neighbor. Nah, we ain't leaving until we get the medicine. All right, hey, I don't give a fuck, you my friend or not, you know, because he came for a reason. Obviously, was to get that medicine. But even the dude that owned the home, he had the shotgun already coming out the house.
Right.
He's like, oh, friend, I don't trust you, man. I'm here to protect my own. That's why the scripture said, shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword, with the gun, and spoil their goods, taking all your food, your water, medicine, because that's what the people really need, you know. And then it says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, famine. All right, people gonna be scavenged. When you don't have no food, you're gonna have the man and the going out to get food and robbing and whatever. It says, and for great tribulation, you know. And guess what, man? The elect gonna have to go through this as well, man. Cause hey, the scriptures say, you're gonna know who are my chosen in that day.
Yeah,
man.
then shall it be known. Because the Lord is gonna be with his elect. All right. This is real quick, and then we're gonna go back to 2nd Esdras 15.
I'm still on this.
All right, yeah, hold on. This is Isaiah 19:2. It says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And the modern day Egyptians are these Americans, man. So what the Lord's going to do, he's going to put a spirit in America, which is going to be the spirit of civil war. And these Americans, right wing versus the left wing. And then you're going to have the military in the middle, you know. And if you're not following their orders, they're just going to kill you, man.
Right.
It says, and that's ultimately, that's what the elite want. The elite want chaos so they can bring order. And the order they're going to bring is the New World Order. That's why the movie's called Leave the World Behind. What? The old world. It's not going back to normal. After the C-19, after the pandemic, bro, life has never been the same. And it's never going to go back to how it was ever again. That old way of living is done. Even now, there's things that are still affected from the pandemic, man. Right. All right, but guess what? This new wave, this new scamdemic that's coming, and like they're showing you cyber attacks, man. And then you got all these cyber attacks happening as we speak, you know, and all these nations are getting ready to take this place out, bro. So America is gonna crumble from the inside out. All right, and that's what's about to take place. All right, but it says Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. What's that? Civil war, man. That's what's coming to America, a civil war. All right. And I'll be even talking to people, bro. I did a ride today. I picked somebody up. And I'll be saying little things in the spirit, but I'll be kind of like nonchalant about it. I was picking this Edomite dude up, and I said something. I was like, yeah, you know, because a lot of people think the world's ending. That's what I said. He was like, yeah, my girl does. And my girl's been telling me that she wants at least 6 months of food in the house at all times. So these are just regular people. They're already in the mentality of this place is through, bro. This is Esau. Esau telling me this. So Esau's kingdom is through, and they even see it. Even these Edomites see it, bro. This place is through, man. All right, hold on. Let me see if I got anything up here real quick. Nikewan 5. Shalom to the brothers tuning in, man. Shalom, shalom. Brother dropped Job 19:12. His troops come together and raise up their way against me and encamp round about my tabernacle. Right, because ultimately these troops going to be coming in too. These Gerger troops, military troops. And you already know they're going to paint a bad picture about the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, they're going to point the finger at the Hebrew Israelites. Like, these are the bad guys. All right. All right, this is Nikewan 5 again. Jeremiah 44:13. It says, for I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt as I have punished Jerusalem by sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. Woo! So the Lord is going to plague these Americans, man, with the sword, the modern day gun. And hey, bro, every American and they fucking mother got guns.
Right.
These are proud to be Americans. Hey, they hold on to that. What is that? Second Amendment? Right to bear arms. They hold on to that, bro. And they proudly got guns on them, man. All right. And now you got all these different type of weapons out here. You got the gremlins, the niggas, the 2/3 with Glocks with switches. You know, you got bazookas in the hood, grenade launchers. You got all different type of shit Jake got.
Who you think gave him that, though?
The devil. Esau, Edom. So they got, hey, bro, these Americans strapped down to the T. All right. They got their swords, man. And that's one of the plagues that the Lord's going to send is the sword. Right. And it's going to be these guns. All right. It says by famine, which is a lack of food, all the storehouses are going to be found emptied. It tells you that in 2nd Esdras. And by pestilence. Who knows? And then imagine a cyber attack happen. And then in the midst of the cyber attack, you have another scamdemic come, a real one.
Right.
Bro, mass death.
Hey, even in Show You and Leave the World Behind, they had a certain sound that was eerie to your ears, but it was radiation.
That radiation, right?
That's pestilence in itself right there.
Well, bro, Salakia, perfect. Because then, boom, you got the cyber attack, everything's out. And then during the cyber attack, they pumping radiation, so you get radiation poisoning. And that's the real fucking, you want to talk about a scamdemic. That's going to, hey, bro, that's going to take out millions.
Yeah, because our bodies can't survive radiation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Once you hit, like, if you go to certain levels and it has certain radiation, you die from the inside out, bro. That's why, I don't even want to say it, man, because they're going to take the video down. But you know what they do in them hospitals, man.
Oh, exactly. When people go and they got them patients.
Right.
That's what they do. And it really just makes it worse. All right. But they got all this stuff, man, coming out concerning civil war. Why do you think it is? Because that's what's coming to America. America is going to be in civil war, civil unrest soon, man. Military troops in the street like this, man. All right. Let's go back. Go ahead.
You want to go back to 2nd Esdras 15?
Yeah. Just go find wherever, you know.
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 18. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, the cities shall be troubled. So, yeah, you know, the outskirts and the suburbs, the mountains, they're going to be in trouble. But it's going to be a different type of trouble in the cities, man.
Right.
Them cities going to be packed down to the T. You got the hood. You know, you got gangs. Because that's a whole nother thing. The gangs ain't just going to stop. You're going to have the gangs fighting, too. You know. Then you're going to have the right wing versus the left wing. In the midst of the cities, bro, the city is going to be the worst place to be.
Show you that in the Purge.
In the Purge, yeah. And then you got the Purge election year. So all this stuff is going to take place. And then they're going to try to point the finger at Jake.
Right.
You know? So, hey, come on, man.
And, hey, really, the elites are showing you because they got to show you before they actually do it. But really, that's coming from the Lord actually warning you, man, of things to come, because it's already written. It's already been spoken about in the scriptures. And Lord uses prophets to speak his word to manifest into light, you know? But hey, the elites already know this. And they show you in the movies and stuff like that. That's why people, oh, The Simpsons and fucking the movie. You know, hey, it's not it's not that. It's showing you that for a reason, because they actually showing you what's going to happen in the future.
Hey, can you real quick go to Bible Hub, type in Psalm 64 and 5 Bible Hub, because then it brings up all the different versions. But I'm gonna read it real quick, because what the brother was saying, Psalm 64 and verse 4 or verse 5, it says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Right. And that's what they do with these movies. They're setting up different traps and telling you what they're going to do, their plans in these movies. And, you know, these damn Americans, these people watching it for entertainment, you're not understanding that this is reality. This is what's about to take place. All right? You got it?
Yeah.
Let me see. They say, snares, traps. NLT, it says they encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. Who will ever notice? They ask. So that's what they say. They're in the mentality, they put all this stuff in the movies, and there's like, who will ever find out? No one's going to find out. But the Lord is searching them out via the prophets. Even in the movie Leave the World Behind, when they show you the map of America, there was a QR code in the map. And the QR code links to like a amusement park that was made on top of a burial ground for the Native Americans. Some haunted amusement park. But they got a QR code. They put a QR code on the map, bro. All right, so come on, man. These devils. All right. Let's go back. Go ahead, Ike. Or if you find something. Let me grab this real quick from Naquan 5. Here we go. Naquan 5, 2 Ezra 16 and 8. The mighty Lord Yahweh sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right, the Lord is the one who's sending these plagues at the end of the day. And who's going to be able to drive them away? Nobody. Meaning they all going to take place. All the plagues going to happen, man. Go ahead. I
got Isaiah 29 and 15 to back up the Psalm 64. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Right,
and who was behind the producing of Leave the World Behind was the Obamas. And you know, the Obamas are on the inner circle with the elite. And the elite, they get together and they have their secret councils at the Bilderbergs. You know, they go over there to worship Molech, you know, and they talk about their plans, the New World Order. They talk about their plans that they're going to bring upon the earth. All right, which is going to really is chaos that they want to bring to establish their order. All right.
This is Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yeah, you Edomites. It really starts with Esau, Edom. They wake up every day, these elites, and they're thinking about new ways to conquer and take over the whole earth. And they're doing it by way of destruction, death, and famine. See, the Lord is using these Edomites to bring all of this stuff, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they show you that in the movie Leave the World Behind because, you know, if you could grab the Lord Come Like a Thief.
Yeah.
You know, hey, because in the movie, the family was in an Airbnb out there vacationing and stuff. And it was a normal day to them. But really, that's when everything started to happen because Wi-Fi not working, you know, and that's when the elites were actually doing stuff. And then when you're watching that movie, Jake was telling the story to the woman, the Edomite woman, about how the elites were planning to do this, man.
Right.
You know, he was talking to the defense attorney in the Pentagon. He's like, they both were drinking. And that showed you when drinking got that spirits on you because you start revealing shit. He was telling you they were laughing and whatever. And then the defense attorney was like, he was like, yeah, man, I wish I could take you on this trip, but you know, it's for an evil meeting.
Right, one of those evil meetings.
Right, it started laughing and shit about it, but that Edomite was dead ass serious.
Yeah.
And then it proved it because then Jake, because he's I guess he's a money advisor with the stocks. The elite had called him on a regular day to move his money. He's like, hey man, I need you to move my money, whatever. I'm gonna be gone for a while. And then, you know, the Jake ended up joking back with him the same thing the defense attorney had told him. The elite didn't laugh. He was like, well, hey, be prepared, whatever. Hung up the phone. So
yeah, because even recently, like going 3 years ago, you had all these super rich people take their money out of their stocks, man. Because hey, civil war is coming, bro.
Right.
This thing's done, bro. All right, you guys going in their bunkers. But I got that for you. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. The Lord gonna come like a thief in the night, man. See, Jake that's not prepared, Israelite men, they're not prepared with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're gonna be caught like a thief, bro. You know, I'm gonna grab Sirach 5 because Jake like to be complacency, and I seen that the other day. You know, I was on the phone with this brother, showing a whole bunch of Jake, man. They just fucking chilling, man.
Right, that guy Boom Gang.
Church.
Tripping.
All about food.
Well, what was he known for? Put him in the coffin?
No. Taking your shit.
Taking your shit and running with it.
Right.
That guy's bugging out.
You know? And now he got fucking worshiping Jesus and shit, man. You know? But you see, I show him Jake because Jake is just in a docile fucking state. Just there for food and gimmicks and music and shit, bro. See, but that's when the Lord gonna come like a thief because you're not watching.
Right.
You're not seeing the things that are going on. You're not hearing the prophets. You're not watching the news. Seeing the things that elites are putting in front of you, these movies. See, Jake be thinking they woke, man. But being woke is to actually know who you are, who is your power.
Right.
You know, seeing the things that are going to happen.
You know what, Jake is fake deep. That's what they are, fake deep, you know. And really, you ain't deeper than putting your thumb in the dirt. All right, but this is Micah 6:12 from the brother Nikon 5. Micah 6:12, for the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies.
Wow.
And their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Yes, so the rich men, the super elite, you know, the ones that are really calling the shots, that own the banks, the oil. Hey, Kanye West recently went on another rant. 10-minute video I saw today, bro. He was naming names in this one. He said the Rothschilds. He was going in, bro. You got to watch that video. A new Kanye West video came out. He was snapping. He was telling you God is the head. Then you got the rich 1,000 rich families. And then you got, he was labeling it in order. And then you got us. Yeah, he was labeling the pyramid, man.
It's funny because Kanye, not too long ago, well, probably this week, Kanye got a fucking black KKK fucking hat on.
Yeah, tripping.
What does that resemble, bro?
Guy's bugging.
Kanye tripping. But I got the scripture. If you ain't find nothing, I got a scripture real quick. If I could bring it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Make no tarry. So don't put off from day to day, man. Don't tarry. Don't wait. And really, Jake is in that spirit. Jake is like, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll serve the Lord tomorrow. You know. Nah, bro. Go ahead.
It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. See, these movies are happening and showing you for a reason. And, you know, Jake just, bro, I've been seeing the spirit lately, bro. It's fucking from women too, bro. Fucking, they just want to get close to the Bible and shit, bro.
Right.
Jake want to get close to the Bible when shit hit the fan. What about when shit is easy? When shit is calm?
Yeah, when you got food in your house, you know, when you got a job, when you can pay your bills, when you got a car, when you can, you know, go to the store.
Right.
But when shit hits the fan, when shit gets real, that's when Jake want to seek the Bible. But by then, it's going to be too late.
Right. That's when the Lord is going to take his prophets out the scene. That's Amos 8:11. Amos 8:11 was in that movie, Leave the World Behind, man.
Yep. The famine of the word.
Right, because when they try to go on the internet, hey, the young man is going to be fainting for thirst.
You think we're going to be out there on the streets during a cyber attack?
Teaching?
During a civil war? You're going to have Jake. You're going to have Americans killing each other and then Jake right there in a garment.
This is prophecy.
Right now, this is, look, 2nd Ezra 15.
Right.
Boom, get shot in the head. You're going to have the salt water out there.
Yep.
You're going to have the false prophets, man. You know. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 5 and 7 says, make no turn to the Lord. And
Hey, Salaki, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys like the WFIs, or they like to get arrested and, you know, scream. And I wouldn't be surprised if those guys were still out there, though, man. Trying to get clout and shit.
Right.
But go ahead.
Because that's the salt water, man. Because this word is sweet. But, hey, you're going to have them false prophets, you know, these blind leaders be out there trying to still teach you. And that's going to really show you who's teaching the truth and sincerity or not, man. All right? Because the Lord is going to leave them blind niggas out there teaching you and leading you to a fucking destruction ditch.
To death.
Versus the ones he's really dealing with, man.
Right.
All right? But it says, make no turn to the Lord and put not out from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. Right? That thief. And it says, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
You know, security. When you think you all good, you know.
Feet kicked up.
Like, hey, the movie, Leave the World Behind. They were going on a vacation. You know, these privileged Edomites going on a vacation, kicking their feet up. Just like that. Cyber attack. Lights out. You know, that's how it's going to be, bro. You know, so we coming into a time like never before, man. All right?
You want to end it off with that?
Yeah. Well,
Jeremiah 30?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I know you got...
Yeah, go ahead, and then we're good. We'll end it off. I'll probably play this one more time. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 30, and start at verse 6. Salakia, start at verse 5. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Right.
Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with a child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah, and you got to vision these scriptures, man. You got to be a visionary, meaning you got to see, when we read these scriptures, you got to envision this. And what Jeremiah is seeing, he's seeing grown men screaming like women giving birth, like their hands on their loins screaming. You're going to have grown men. You're going to have few men left. A lot of men going to be sent off to war. There's going to be a draft. Go over there to the Middle East and fight in the war of Armageddon. Whoever's here, you're going to be in the midst of a civil war, civil unrest, FEMA camps, guys getting beheaded. You know, there's going to be all types of chaos, famine, people eating each other, women getting ravished, you know, babies getting dashed. Bro, it's going to be sick, bro. But the Lord is going to be with his elect. Through all of this, as we tell you what's coming, whoever the elect is, you brothers, you sisters that believe on Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, that believe in the Holy Bible, the Lord's going to keep you safe, all right? So go ahead. Like the scriptures say, you don't fear what man can do unto you. So you're not supposed to necessarily fear the things that are coming. Now, in the flesh, you might get a little worked up, but in the mind, you thinking like, okay, Yahweh Bashmi Awashai is going to be with me, man.
Right.
All right.
That's that confidence you're supposed to really have.
Right.
See, now, when we watch these movies, yeah, it's going to put a fear in you because that's the Lord trying to build you up. Because, hey, fear of the Lord, more wisdom,
right,
more knowledge, understanding. You want to get closer to your power. You know, hey, that's that fear built inside because you really fear this Lord
doing all this, right? Doing
all these things, man. He's showing you the things that are going to come. You're going to be in fear. He wants you to fear the Lord.
Right, exactly.
But at the same time, you got to, it's going to be able to trust in you. I mean, trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
Build up your faith. Oh, let me get closer to my power. You know, build up the things I need to now before all shit hit the fan. But Jeremiah 30 and 7 says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, Jacob's trouble. That's the time we coming into. That's what you're seeing in these movies, civil war. And ultimately it's going to end with nuclear holocaust. Nukes just going to wipe this bitch out.
Right.
That's how it's going to end. You know, and that's really Jacob. That's really the time of Jacob's trouble. But even before the nukes come, it's going to be trouble in the streets. And for Jake, really the plagues that we talk about, the famine, the death, it's really for these damn Edomites, these heathens, and for 2/3 of our people, man. It's not, see, Jacob's trouble ain't going, it's not for the elect, you know. Now, the elect going to go through it, but the Lord's bringing Jacob's trouble for 2/3 of our people that are out here just living carelessly, twerking on headlights, you know, getting abortions, you know, gang, you know, all this nasty, weird shit going on in the world, man. You know, Israelite, you got the rappers, the rap community, all of this shit is just weirdo shit. And the Lord is gonna bring utter chaos and destruction to 2/3 of our people. You niggas that's in that mentality of being a rapper and ball player and be of this world, you're not gonna make it, bro. The Lord ain't gonna deal with you.
I got one more. 1 Thessalonians 5:9. For Yahweh Shema Shai have not appointed us to wrath.
So whoever the elect is, you're not going to be appointed to the wrath that's coming. The wrath is coming, but the elect is going to be delivered from it. Like I said, Jeremiah 37, but he shall be saved out of it. Go ahead.
It says, for Yahweh Shema Shai have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Yeah, so you brothers and sisters got to believe. Have confidence in Yahweh Shema Shai. You're not doing this work for nothing. The Lord ain't going to leave you out here high and dry, you know, unless you're not doing the work sincerely, unless you got ulterior motives, you know.
Starts in your mind first.
Yep, it's all up here. The Lord's looking at the inward man at the end of the day. But if you right on the inward and you are a sincere brother of Yahweh Shema Shai, sincere sister, you ain't got nothing to worry about. The Lord's not going to lead you down that path of death, you know, even though certain brothers might have to go through, get beheaded, be martyrs. But really, the trouble that's coming, Jacob's trouble, the agonizing pain and shit, that's for 2/3 of our people, all right? The elect is not going to be destined to that, man, all right?
You want to play the video?
Yeah, we'll play the video and then we'll close it out, all right? So let me play the video one more time, and we'll close this bad boy out.
Have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The future president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. What
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. Mark, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
I had caught something in that trailer. It says all empires fall. Hey, when the Lord come back, he's going to take over all the empires. That's why it's called King of the Kings, Lord of Lords, man.
Yeah, hey, Yahweh Shai said, any kingdom divided against itself shall not stand, man. All right, so yeah, I just went into the trailer. Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. Tomorrow we're going to try to go into this movie one more time. Try to get all the meat off the bones for the end of the world. Or Leave the World Behind movie, which it is the end of the world, man. So with that, hey, call hello.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
No honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Lord willing is edifying. Till next time, shalom.